6:50. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm Austin Reed. Thanks for joining us. We're live right now on YouTube TV, Facebook, Instagram, and at CentralValleyTalk.com. Hope your Wednesday's going well so far. Here's the thing. Our next guest has basically a universe lesson for you. So if anybody's watching, or if you see the beginning of this video on our replays on our social media accounts, please show this to your kids. Maybe you're a teacher and you want to show this off to your students. You will not be disappointed. Ron Sundquist joining us live. Good afternoon, my friend.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
I think this is about the third time that I've been on your
Yeah.
show.
This is over the last few years.
Awesome.
This is about the third time I've interviewed you. Give everybody some background about yourself, and for our viewers that are just now watching, first timers.
Okay. I first came to Clovis in 1982 and became the first director of the local museum, which was formed in 1982, and I became the first director of that museum, which is on 4th and Pulaski in Clovis. So you still can go there. They're not open at the moment because of the COVID situation, but you can call and get some information, I'm sure, over the phone or on the website. So they do have a website, ClovisBigDryCreekMuseum.com. So go to the website, get some info, great history.
Now you have a background. You do a lot. But you love researching geology.
Yes, well, only recently have I really gotten into geology. I've been studying the sun and the moon through a video camera since the year 2010.
Okay.
I've been filming objects moving, actually, by the sun and the moon. I have photos. We won't show them here today, probably, because we have something else that we'll be demonstrating. But I have quite an archive in my library of photos from 2010 through 2012. Well, actually about a 3-year period.
Okay.
That I filmed celestial objects that are unknown or undescript. So, since then, I've been traveling with my good friend Joey Troop, who works at Sam's Club, and we've been doing road trips. I went to Morro Bay recently, and with a rare earth magnet, neodymium magnet, I found a number of rocks that are respond to magnets.
Okay.
And this may or may not be a meteorite, but I believe it is. So that is a stony meteorite, which has just a little bit of nickel and iron in it. It's not really highly responsive to a magnet. Stony and stony iron meteorites are not as responsive. Of course, iron meteorites jump right up to your magnet. And those are the most, they're quite rare to find an iron meteorite, which I don't have with me today, but I do have something else.
What else do you have? This thing is a beast.
Well, it is a good beast. It's going to be on display recently, or in the near future, in Clovis. It is a carbonado. If you can see over here on this table, I don't know if the camera is, or I'll hold it.
Yeah, if you can hold it. I know it's 14 pounds?
Okay, this is a carbonado black diamond meteorite, which came in from Arizona. Wound up in a sports card shop here in Clovis, and the owner called me. I was at home, and being I was in a little bit in geology at this time, he said, "Come on down, Ron, and check out this rock we have." Someone brought in. So I did, and sure enough, with my knowledge, and I've been on the website quite a bit, previous and after, but this is a carbonado, which means fused carbon into diamonds, black diamonds, which black diamonds are only created when an asteroid hits another planet or another asteroid in beyond our solar system. Now, black diamonds are not created in the Oort belt or the Kuiper belt, which is an asteroid belt between as far out as Jupiter.
Wow.
Usually between Mars and Jupiter is where the asteroids but this is supposedly beyond 2.2 or no 2 point or more billion years old. This is in the billions. Most asteroids are in the millions of years old that are in the Oort cloud, just beyond Mars and Jupiter. So this is a real treasure, and as you can see, it does glitter really glitters in sunlight, but under highlight like this, you'll see.
It's shining.
And it has been tested. It has a piece taken out of it, so you can see the nodules inside, and also under lighting, you have the black diamonds within the meteorite itself. So there are black diamonds, and they're nano diamonds. They call them nano diamonds because they're really hard to see, but when they're compressed, it's compressed carbon that has been melted into a glass-like substance, and they look silvery when they reflect the light.
Yeah, my director Michael's he's taking off the city of Fresno skyscape behind you, so that's why you're seeing just the green screen. But this gives our viewers a better look at how shiny that thing is.
Right.
I mean,
and whichever way you rotate it, you just see the beauty of this. This is not the rarest because Mars and lunar meteorites are still very rare. This was not, now, here again, this could have come from Mars because nano black diamond meteorites do exist in some Martian meteorites. But as of yet, we don't know where exactly this came from.
now, how much would you say that's worth?
Oh, man. It weighs 14.5 pounds or 6,577 grams. Okay, a meteorite is sold by the gram. And at the Bonham auctions, a 1,300 gram meteorite sold for $3,000. For, yeah, 3,000 for a 1,000. So at the minimum, this would be 3 times 6 or 18,000. But depending on the rarity and the size and the history of where it came from, meteorites do sell between $25 to $300 up to $1,000 a gram. Martian and lunar are maybe $1,000 a gram, and regular meteorites can go as low as $1, $2 a gram. But the black diamond can go as high as $25 to $50 a gram. So you multiply that by 6,000. 25 or 50 times 6,000, that's approximately what black diamonds would sell for.
Unbelievable. We're looking on the right-hand side just a second ago. We were looking at, this is, I think, a picture that you had sent me yesterday on Facebook. It's got the red glow around.
Right.
What's that?
That's actually the drop cloth that I had under the meteorite when I filmed it, and then I used Photoshop to enhance the drop cloth.
I see.
But the meteorite itself is not enhanced because in under the right lighting, it just really sparkles. It just radiates those sparkles.
No Photoshop editing needed.
No.
Much of it.
Well, when I Photoshop actually the background, that does affect the rest of the photo. So no, this is the real deal here. But sometimes, you know, I let people know if it's been enhanced.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
And yet it was more at that time to bring out the effect of the glitter because it really, in the sunlight, it's just amazing how this thing just reflects.
What else do you have? You brought a couple other items.
Okay, we have this meteorite. Now, meteorites, how you tell a meteorite really is the fusion crust. That's the first test you want to find. This has a fusion crust here. This was found in Big Bear Valley, east of Sacramento, probably about 1912, or 2012, I'm sorry. This is a friend gave me this, and I'm trying to sell it for him. It's 4 pounds, not as dense. This is 14.5 pounds. Yeah. Very dense.
But if somebody wanted to buy it, they could right now.
Well, yeah. They can buy probably any of these.
So you're selling any of them?
Oh, I'll sell all of them.
Okay.
Because the big one is going to be on display for a short time.
Okay.
I don't know how long, but that'll be on display. This one is not all that beautiful, and I haven't set a price on this yet. This would probably go maybe 50 cents a gram or less, 20 cents a gram, because it's an ugly meteorite.
But it's still a meteorite, which is cool.
Right, right. This is also a stony meteorite. It responds a little to a magnet. It has a little nickel in there and iron, but very little. So that's how you tell if it's stony or stony iron. The more iron it has, it's stony iron. But,
have you been capturing, and give people kind of what are you shooting with? Because you also, like you said, capture stuff in the sky with your camera.
I'm actually not doing that much anymore, except I'm taking stills. Back in 2010, I shot video, which somehow I've lost all my videos.
Oh, no.
My computer crashed, and they weren't on an external hard drive at that time, so I lost everything. But I'm shooting stills now, which in my computer and hard drive, I do have some amazing objects. Maybe at a future date we'll come on and I'll show you some.
That'd be great.
Most of them, I do put a time date on the photo. You know, I set the date and time so we know exactly when they were taken. Some I had forgotten to switch over to date and time, so some do not have the dates on them, but I have the year, but not the exact time of the day. So, yeah, geology is fascinating, and
It is.
but being a historian, I'm into everything. I'm into antiques.
Ghosts too, right? You've captured some cool ghost pictures, right? Have you?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Not really ghosts. I'm not into poltergeists or ghosts. I have captured orbs.
Orbs, that's what I was thinking.
Orbs.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
here again, people think they're just dust particles moving through the air, which, who knows?
Who knows?
But no, mine aren't dust particles. But here again, most of the orbs that I film at night in where I live comes from me. Which I found out because I will be filming and the orbs will be rising out of my body and going around. So I don't know what that means.
If
If it's my spirit's leaving me or what.
or you have a spirit animal or an angel, who knows?
Yes, other orbs do come from other areas in the room, but yeah, I've noticed recently a lot of them come. So I don't know if I'm getting old and my life is leaving me orb by orb or what.
You're not that old.
Well, my birthday's tomorrow.
Before the interview is up, I was gonna sing you happy birthday. So I'll still do that.
Well, we don't
This is
want
your birthday week,
Well, I appreciate that, but we don't want to lose our audience.
Yeah, with me singing, everybody will be gone. That's for sure.
And I brought my good friend Vincent Diak with me today, or Diak. And yeah, he's my chauffeur today. So I'm taking him out to lunch after we leave. And if you weren't busy, I'd take you to lunch.
I know. We've got a bunch of guests.
I know.
Can I take a rain check, though?
But I appreciate this interview. And yeah, these meteorites will be on display in Clovis at a future date. No mention of it yet.
Okay.
But we're working on it.
By the way, you also have experience writing for the Clovis Roundup. Are you still doing that?
Well, I've retired from the newspaper, but I did do all my photography for the paper for a number of years.
Yeah.
And I've written poetry. I did for the veterans a few years back for the Veterans Association. I did Freedom's Flame, which was a very popular poem. And if you want me to recite it now, I could.
Sure.
In honor of our veterans, if I can remember it.
All right.
There comes a glow on a distant hill from hallowed ground each night. The flame of freedom casts this glow. Let no man dim this light. And let me just. I'm sorry. I can't memorize everything.
No, that's okay. That's
when
okay.
When I've got my mind on everything else.
Well, you've got a massive meteor next to you.
But anyway,
it makes sense.
Let's go to our paper here and see what I can find.
Yeah, because I want to hear it.
Okay, Freedom's Flame. Okay, I just happen to have a copy with
How
me.
do you like that? See, synchronicity, or what is that?
Okay,
Sorry.
Freedom's Flame by Ron Sundquist. This was, I think, written, man, must be 4 or 5 years ago or more. There comes a glow on a distant hill from hallowed ground each night. The flame of freedom casts this glow. Let no man dim this light. Our patriots ran with freedom's flame. They ran for you and me. A little child will sleep tonight and know that he is free. Let's pass this torch with freedom's flame to you and me this day. This fragile flame must never die. May it always light our way. The flame that melts the shackles and burns for what is right. Our sons and daughters kept the flame of freedom burning bright. So many came before us to shape this wondrous land. The life we live is not our own, for beside them all we stand. We join our hands in friendship, our hearts are joined in love. The history of our grand old flag unites us from above. Our Lady stands with flame so bright, she greets the new day sun. I love my Lady Liberty, with freedom's flame I'll run. Now come with me to hallowed ground, where freedom's price was laid. The flame of freedom shines today. Their flame will never fade.
Serendipity, that was the word I was using. That's beautiful. Thank you.
That is for all our veterans. And the American Legion in Clovis, Post 147, is celebrating its 100th birthday today.
Oh, wow. Okay,
so
and then
I
your
had to put a
birthday's
plug
tomorrow.
in for our local American Legion.
Yeah, yeah.
This is for them.
Ron, happy early birthday. Thanks for coming on. And yeah, come back
bless you.
when you have the there's something else that we're going to show in a couple months, right? That we were talking about. Yeah, I now I've forgotten it because your poem was so good. But come back in 2 months.
I will.
Yeah.
Well, Austin, thank you, and thank the staff. Thank Mr. Mike Briggs.
Yep. Shout out to Briggs.
Oh, I tell you, this is an awesome Central Valley Talk. If you have a chance, I'm sending more people to you. So
Are you okay? Good.
I
good.
will.
Bring them on. Bring them on. We're the only media format of its kind here in Fresno. I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, man, if we had a slogan, it would be, bringing Central California together,
Right.
and being the connection
Right.
to Fresno and Clovis. By the way, Clovis is getting bigger. I noticed the
It is.
population's like almost 150 now.
Right.
150,000 people.
Another plug just before I leave.
Sure.
Any poem, I don't care if it's Walt Whitman or Longfellow, the person that writes the piece, if they can recite their own piece, that's the way to hear it. That's the way to hear it. And I feel honored when I can read this poem to anyone.
Right.
And I normally have it memorized, but my mind is in so many tangents today that
That's okay. You did great.
Once I get into it, though, then it's totally memorized again. But
beautiful.
yeah, thank you so much for letting me do that.
Absolutely. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
I wish we had the happy birthday song to close out. But I'll just do a little version. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ron. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Austin.
Thank
I
you.
tell you, now there's a singer. There he
Yeah,
is.
right. Yeah. Have a great day, everybody. We'll be back with more soon.